Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I've been shopping at a lot of different stores. I went to my typical place of Walmart and Joann Fabrics and Crafts, but I have a few other little places I went into also. Okay, let's get started. I've been working on a tote bag and I'm almost done. All I need to do is finish putting the handles on it. And I found these leather handles on Amazon.com. Now they're just the right color, everything about them, but I think they're a little too small. I'm probably going to send them back and get something bigger. But in here, they also include matching thread so that you can stitch them on. I use a lot of check fabric because I like country decor, and this works really well on things that you're making if you like that country theme. So I bought this at Walmart and their prices are still reasonably priced. I think I bought 2 yards of this and 1 yard of the red. I bought a couple of more bushes of the white flowers. I bought some in an earlier shopping haul that I showed you, but it wasn't quite enough for what I was doing, so I went back and bought 2 more. Walmart has a pretty good selection of trims, and so I get most of my trims from Walmart. So this multicolored little tassel fringe, some ribbon here with a lot of different colors, and then this other little lace trim, which I often use on projects. I have to buy bias tape quite often because I use it on so many different things. So I was very low on red, and I bought 1/4 inch wide double fold and 1/2 inch wide double fold bias tape. Walmart also sells patterns. Now I want you to keep in mind, not all Walmart stores have fabric and craft items. I'm lucky mine does. And so I picked up this rag doll pattern. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this in a tutorial, so don't run out and buy it if you think I'm going to do it in a tutorial. But if you really want to make it, their prices are pretty reasonable on their patterns. I've been working on a cross-stitch project in which I use a lot of red embroidery thread, and Walmart was completely out of them. Joann Fabrics and Crafts was out of them. I was beginning to panic a little bit. I couldn't find the right color on the internet, but I went into a quilt shop in St. George, Utah, called the Sewing and Quilting Center of Southern Utah, a great store, by the way. And they just happened to have the right color that I needed. They were also very low, but they still had a few left. I love cross stitch. I find it very relaxing. And by the way, I do cross stitch tips. So if you have been wanting to learn how to do cross stitch, then check out my cross stitch tips. They're all beginner projects. I go over all the basics of doing cross stitch. This particular pattern I got at Joann Fabrics and Crafts, and the designer of this is Lori Holt. I'm a very big fan of hers. Not only does she do cross stitch, but she also designs quilts and has many books and all kinds of little goodies. Now I have one other cross stitch pattern of hers that is sewing related, the theme in it, but this one looks so simple, very, very basic. Now it doesn't include any Aida cloth or any embroidery thread, but it has everything listed on the back that you will need to do this particular design. Luckily, Joann's was having a very good sale on some of their fabrics. Now this is the keepsake quilting. It wasn't as good a price as I would like it, but it was on sale for $6.99 a yard, and I picked up 1 yard. This is called the Quilter's Choice fabric at Joann's, and it's a cheaper line of fabric. I'm not saying it's not a good quality, but it was $3.99 a yard. And I go through white fabric a lot because I use it on the back side of many projects. So I bought everything on the bolt, and it came up to over 4 yards. This is called Pop and it's rainbow cording, and you find it over there in the embroidery section and jewelry making section. And they use this often to make little bracelets and other little items. Now I kind of have an idea in mind of what I'm going to use this for, but if you ever need any cording for something, this is very, very pretty, and I believe they had it in one other color also. Now, in one of my tips of the week, I actually showed you this fabric before I stitched it all together. And this fabric is all from Joann Fabrics and Crafts. And I'm in the process of making a giant bed quilt for myself. I normally don't make bed quilts because it's too hard on my back, but I got tired of my quilts that I purchased. They don't fit my bed. They come up too short. So I finally decided just to throw something together that's very basic and stitch it. But I needed to get the quilting stitches done. So I took it to Mother Superior Fabrics in St. George, Utah. And they have a quilter there that just does gorgeous work. She has this giant quilting long arm machine with thousands of different patterns in it. If you've never been in a quilt shop, it is a real pleasant experience. The fabrics are absolutely beautiful, but the other great thing they have in there are all the quilts that they've made that are in the store. And it's the ladies working in the store, or gentlemen, many men also quilt, and it's just gorgeous. I just was in awe of all the beautiful things. Also, there's a little secret room that they have in the back, and I call it the thread room. It's huge. There's hundreds of different types of threads that you can use on a variety of projects, and many, many other items in there. So I hope you get a chance to go visit a quilt fabric store. The fabric is really soft. It's just a pleasure to touch. If you love fabric like I do, you know what I mean by it's so much fun to touch. Now, I know this quilt has nothing to do with my shopping haul, but I wanted to show you that I was almost done. I still need to put the binding on this thing and make the pillow shams to match. Well, I hope you enjoyed this shopping haul. And again, I encourage you to go to a quilt fabric shop and just stand there in awe. You will just love it. Now, if you're interested in beginners sewing projects, then you need to check below your YouTube screen. Go to that description section. Click on Show More or the down arrow, and it will expand open, and you will see all kinds of links appearing. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.